Damn! We back on the game already? It's only been 30 minutes? What up, gang? This KenZerk, KenZilligan, Zika Milligan, the villain from the drill again, and we are back on Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Last episode, we did that shit, and then we did this shit, and then we did some other shit. And now it turns out it's very possible that that old man is actually the killer. So now we're finna investigate. And he done ran off, bro. He on the run. Okay, Wright and Co. law offices. What was Mr. Edgeworth talking about? A memory of a crime that I committed. A memory of a murder. Do you really think Mr. Edgeworth killed? I don't believe it, not Edgeworth. Some painful memory has been troubling him recently, but he never takes someone's life, never. Nick. Yo, how's everyone doing? What do you think of my performance today? I had him swoon in the aisles. Maya? Swooning, me? Oh, yes, I do remember feeling faint. Right on, tell me the truth. It was like love at first sight, right? Right, Nick? Me? Maybe my heart skipped a beat or two? Think you can do better than that. Come on, I saved Edgeworth in there, dude, Edgy. You guys should be bowing before me, yeah, bow before your hero. I'm getting the fuck out of here. I'm not dealing with this nigga. Larry, you really helped out in the trial today. You did. If you weren't there, Larry, I'm sure Mr. Edgeworth would have been found guilty. Aha. Seriously, Nick. That boat shop caretaker guy is pretty suspicious. But Edgy ain't off the hook yet. Way to spoil the mood, Larry. Just a guy sitting in the audience, you know? From what I was sitting, Edgy seemed pretty edgy. I mean, can you really know he's telling the truth about that night? Nick, I don't know. But what I do know is, I'm gonna believe in you two until the end. Us two? Edgeworth and who else? You mean me, right? Nah, he means me, right, Nick? Yeah, you, Larry. Not me? But why you, Larry? Huh? Actually, yeah, why me, Nick? Enough with the silent treatment. He's being mean. Why do you trust Edgeworth so much? I mean, he's changed recently, true. But when we first met him, he was kind of a jerk, don't you think? You didn't know him back then. Back when you wanted to become a defense attorney. Wait, was that when you two were classmates? Yeah, in grade school. They saved me, Miles. They saved me. Miles and Larry, they saved me and I'll never forget it. That's why I became a defense attorney, you know? What? Hey, Larry, what's he talking about? Sorry, I kind of forgot. Okay, Nick, out with it. I'm gonna hear this story today and that's final. Okay, it's kind of a long story, so hang in there. It was the very end of 3rd grade. I was on trial, a class trial. Time for the class trial! A class trial? You remember Larry? Spring, end of 3rd grade? A kid in our class got his lunch money stolen. Lunch money? Our school was really small. Every month kids would bring in an envelope with money for lunch from home. I see. Anyway, this kid's envelope disappeared with $38 still inside. Oh yeah, now that you mention, I do remember that. I can see why you forget though. You were out of school that day. Anyway, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. I was coming down with a cold, so I skipped PE that day. I was the only one not in class. So they thought you did it? Yeah, the kids in class said I should be put on trial. Trial? So the next day we had a classroom trial with me as a defendant. I didn't do it! Guilty! He did it! Guilty, it was you! Thief! Filthy nigga! Give me my money back! You're a meanie! Admit you did it! You can't hide from the truth! Tell us the truth! We're not gonna play with you! Yeah, you're not borrowing my razor! You shouldn't be allowed on the library! Give me back my 50 cent I loaned you! Hey, did you rob that bank the other day? Now, Phoenix, you know you shouldn't steal people's money. It's not right. In the end, even the teacher thought I'd done it. Go over and apologize, Phoenix. I didn't know what was happening. I was so sad I couldn't stop crying. Everyone was staring at me like I'd done it. I tried to apologize. I went to where the boy whose money had been stolen was sitting. That's when it happened. He shouldn't have to apologize. The only thing that belongs in a trial is evidence. Anything else has no place. You should all be ashamed, amateurs. Miles. Close your mouth. It wasn't you who stole my money, was it? No? Then you shouldn't apologize. Everyone's been shouting you did it, but no one has any proof. That is why, Your Honor, this boy is innocent. But Miles, it was your money that was stolen. Yeah, he did it. He's the one. We don't need it. Why don't you all just shut up? Oh, Larry. Why don't you all just shut up? This is always how it is. Everyone ganging up and picking on one person. Just think about how he feels. He said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it. Look at those bullies. Very well. I'll replace the money myself. This class trial is over. That's how it happened. After that, the three of us were the best of friends. Wow, I had no idea. Yeah, I had no idea either. I mean, I forgot. That's when I learned what it meant to be alone. Totally alone without a friend in the world. You did a damn good thing, Larry. She would never say a bad word, Zeke. I'm ashamed of myself for making her say that. You did a damn good thing, Larry. Yeah, well, I was just lucky that I took the day off from school. If I'd been there, they would have thought I'd done it. So I took it kind of personally, you see. When something smells, it's usually this bitch. Anyway, Edgeworth and I talked after that class trial. That's when I heard his father was a defense attorney. I remember his eyes would shine when he talked about his father. I'm going to become a defense attorney just like my father. A famous defense attorney. Then a few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school. The DL6 incident, right. I'm not sure, but the transfer probably had to do with his father's death. That's so sad. It was several years later when I heard Edgeworth's name again. There was an article about him in the newspaper. Headline was something like, "Dark Suspicions of the Demon Attorney." Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up facts. The article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict, anything. But why? What happened? I mean, that's not the Edgy I used to know at all. That's what I thought too. Tried to get in touch with him I don't know how many times. He never replied. I guess he didn't want to see his old friends. I couldn't just drop it though. I wanted to meet him to learn why he had become who he became. That's when I decided. Wait, you don't mean that's why? That's why you became a defense attorney, to meet Edgeworth? If I was a defense attorney, I knew he'd have to meet me whether he wanted to or not. In court. Edgeworth believed in me and I believed in him. He's in pain, and no one's on his side. I'm the only one who knows the real Edgeworth. I'm the only one who can help him. Whoa, Nick! So, is this why you helped me out for free? Yeah, I helped you because I believed in you. Except I don't remember saying I'd do it for free. Nick, we have to save Mr. Edgeworth if it's the last thing we do, okay? Right, it very well may be. First there's that rental boat shop cake. Fuck! I'd settle for who? I guess I can clean out some sort of this evidence I no longer need. Fuck is that? I don't remember seeing that. Looks like Detective Gumshoe isn't here. He won't be coming back today. Oh, really? Said there was some guy I had to arrest by tomorrow. Oh, the caretaker. He shouted something about catching him if it's the last thing I do, pal. Good luck, Gumshoe. You look as grim as always. Huh. Mr. Edgeworth, I heard the story about the class trial. Class trial? What do you mean? You don't remember? No, I don't. Your lunch money was stolen, wasn't it, in 3rd grade? Lunch money? Oh, alright. Yes, I seem to remember something like that. Nick, I think you're the only one who really remembers. Well, it probably only really mattered to me anyway. Mr. Edgeworth, didn't you know? That trial was the reason Nick became a defense attorney. Ridiculous. Gee, thanks. That said, it does sound like the kind of thing you do. You haven't changed a bit, have you, Wright? So simple to a fault even. Well, maybe yeah, but I think you've changed too much, Edgeworth. Perhaps. Hey, Edgeworth. Why did you become a prosecutor anyway? You used to look up to your dad. You said you wanted to become a defense attorney, right? I couldn't let myself deny reality like you. What do you mean? My father was taken from me, and you want me to defend criminals? I'm sorry, Wright, but I'm not that good of a person. One suspect was apprehended in your father's murder, right? Yes. The man trapped in the elevator with my father. His name was Yanni Yogi. He had to be the shooter any way you look at it. Yet he was found innocent. That defense attorney got him off the hook. That would be Robert Hammond. On that day, 15 years ago, the 3 of us were trapped in that elevator for 5 hours. When we were rescued, we all suffered oxygen deprivation. I had lost all memory of the murder. Lost your memory? Even now, I can't recall what happened in that elevator. That was the crux of Yogi's attorney's argument in court. He claimed Yanni Yogi had not of sound mind due to the oxygen deprivation. Yogi was released due to a lack of evidence, innocent. That's when I changed my mind. I started to hate defense attorneys. What's your relationship with Von Karma? He's my teacher, and a man who deserves respect. I learned everything I know of the courtroom techniques from him. So he's like my sister was to you, Nick. He's a perfectionist in all things, in court, in his personal life. He is obsessed with doing everything perfectly. Perfectly, huh? In all the cases he has taken, none were left unsolved, and not one suspect was ever declared innocent. But that's... I know. It's possible some of the suspects were indeed innocent. However, it's impossible for us to accurately determine that in every case. All Von Karma does is his job, to find the suspect guilty perfectly. In any case, it's nigh well impossible to find a weakness in him. Should a weakness appear, he would do everything in his power to make it go away. Edgeworth, what you're saying is true. You're headed for a guilty sentence tomorrow. He's right! Now's not the time to praise the enemy, Edgeworth! It's a strange situation in which I find myself, I'll admit. No kidding. No reason? You know, I was impressed by your deduction in the trial today. Granted, you were at the end of your rope, but still. Nick, he noticed. It was that case that changed my life. And tomorrow, on December 28th, its statute of limitations runs out. Could that be a coincidence? But even if the case is finally closed on paper, it will never be erased from my memory. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. Look at this picture of your dead dad. Nick, no! That's a photo of his father, don't show him that! What is it? Oh my goodness, that's fucking hilarious. Hey pal, long time no see. Oh, Detective Gumshoe. Close one today, eh? I got so worked up I snapped my tie in half. Sorry about that. No problem, pal. No problem, pal. Thanks to you, we now know who really did it. You mean the boat shop caretaker? Look, I'll make you a promise. I'll have that scoundrel in my custody by trial time tomorrow. Come what may. It's my duty to you as a police officer. Now I'm out to catch me a criminal. Detective Gumshoe sure is active today. Oh, one other thing. No one can go into the woods today. The woods? Where Lotta was camping? The woods are off limits to camping, and apparently the park ranger found out. He got pretty mad. No one can go in for a while. I guess Lotta's in a lot of trouble. Anyway, I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Huh? The steel eyesore is missing. Eyesore? Looks like the hot dog stand's closed today too. Close too. I guess Larry's too busy worrying about Mr. Edgeworth to show up to work. That old caretaker got away. I never imagined he might be the real murderer. That is Grossberg. I am! I know that clearing of throat anywhere. Ah, hello. What might you be doing here? Out for a walk, Ah, the days of youth, like a scent of fresh lemon, you see. You said that the other day. Mr. Grossberg, this is no time for idle reminiscing. Mr. Edgeworth's trial ends tomorrow. That's true, yes? But from what I saw of today's trial, Edgeworth should be fine, right? Well, I'm not so sure about that. Oh, what do you mean by that? Well, I'm not sure. Huh? If you find anything out, come by my office at once. I may be able to offer you some assistance. Thanks. What do you think Mr. Grossberg was doing here anyway? Who fucking knows? Nobody's home. Hello! Hey, it's Polly! I wonder where your owner's gone, Polly? Hello! I can't believe he'd run off and leave his poor parrot to fend for herself. Hello, squawk! See what Polly has to say. Maybe I should take care of Polly, Nick. You probably should have just kidnapped her. The police know about her anyway. I'm sure they'll do something. Well, okay. Sorry, Polly, he says I can't take you. Great, now the bird's going to hate me. Reminds me, Nick. Polly here knows the number to the safe, right? Yeah, that's right. Polly, what's the number to the safe? 1228. Squawk! Let's open it, Nick. Come on. Sure there isn't any money in there. Aw, but hey, he keeps it locked, right? So there must be something of value in there. I'm not so sure. Okay, Nick, let's see what's in there. Guess there might be a clue or two. The only thing in here is a letter. A letter? Oh, boring. There's no name or signature on this thing. It's handwritten in very precise, clear letters. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Edgeworth? Nick, why would Mr. Edgeworth's name be on here? How should I know? I'm gonna read the whole thing. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. It also says this is your last chance. Now's the time to get your revenge on the two men who ruined your life. The rest of the letter goes on to describe the murder plot in detail. How to kill Robert Hammond and frame Edgeworth. Calling Edgeworth out to the lake, getting on the boat, firing twice. This is exactly what I figured out today in court. It's all here in perfect detail. What do you think it means, Nick? I don't know, but it looks like these are instructions for that caretaker. When he killed Robert Hammond and called out Edgeworth, he was following instructions. But who could have written that letter? And what does it mean to get revenge on Miles Edgeworth? Look, I don't know, okay? But one thing's for certain. This letter is an amazing clue. Alright, let's take this to Edgeworth then. Edgeworth, see this letter? Huh? This came out of the safe in the shack where that boat rental caretaker lives. I see. Revenge on me. Who's that old guy anyway? I don't know. Could he be the innocent defendant you got declared guilty or something? Could it be an innocent defendant you got declared guilty? Nice, right? But I don't remember that old man at all. So he was following this letter then, which means there was someone else behind it. Now's the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. 2 men, meaning myself and Robert Hammond. It also says this is your last chance. Last chance. Wait, maybe he's talking about the statute of limitations on the DL6 incident. Wait, that old man. What is it? Do you know who he is? Yogi. Could he be Yogi? Yogi? The suspect in the DL6 incident. The one who was found innocent. Yanni Yogi was a court bailiff at the time. We just happened to be in that elevator together 15 years ago. The quake was incredibly strong. Before I knew it, everything was dark. We were there for so long it felt like forever. The air thinned and the darkness closed in on us in that little box. We became unsettled. Help! I can't breathe! Quiet! I said quiet, you're not making this any easier. I want to get out, help us! Don't shout, you just use some more oxygen. That's all I remember. When I came to, I was in a hospital bed staring up at the ceiling. In court, Yanni Yogi's mental condition was called into question. They claimed that oxygen deprivation and stress had caused temporary insanity. In the end, the claim passed the court and Yogi was found innocent. But isn't that strange? This letter tells him to get revenge on Edgeworth. Why would he want to take revenge on you? Right. Yeah? There's something that's been troubling me these last few days. I didn't know whether or not I should tell you. You mean the nightmare? It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed. A memory of a murder. I think the time has come to tell all. For the last 15 years, I've had the same dream almost every night. I wake up in a fearful sweat every time. What kind of dream? It's a dream about my father's killing in the dark. Help, I can't breathe! Quiet, I said quiet, you're not making this any easier. I want to get out, oh please, get us out! Don't shout, you just use up more oxygen. I can't breathe! You're using up my air! What? Stop breathing my air! I'll stop you! What are you? Stop breathing my air! No, father! He's attacking father! Then I see the pistol lying by my feet. I don't know if it was evidence from the day in court of the bailiffs. In a daze, I pick up the pistol. Get away! Get away from my father! And with that scream, I awake. It was a bone-chilling scream. A scream that has rung in my ears for the past 15 years. But that's just a dream, right? That thought is the only thing that has kept me sane for the last 15 years. But what if I'm wrong? What if it's real? They say that sometimes people shut out memories in self-defense. Maybe it was I who killed my father. What? If you think about it that way, this letter makes sense. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth? Think about it. Yogi was really innocent. That's why he wanted revenge against me. Wait, Edgeworth, you mean? It was me. I'm the true criminal of DL6. I shot my father. This is bad. What are we gonna do, Nick? What can we do? I don't know. I don't think there's anything we can do, like it or not. There's anyone else who knows a lot about the DL6 incident, maybe. There is, Nick! There's someone else who knows about DL6! Mr. Grossberg! Oh, hello there. What's wrong? You seem troubled. No kidding! I can't believe you're not! My. Just calm down and tell me what's happened, huh? It's Mr. Edgeworth. He... I see. So Edgeworth dreamt he shot his own father. It's only a dream, only a dream! I wonder. If that's the case, then why do you two look so troubled, Well, also, consider this. Yogi quite certainly holds a deep grudge against Miles Edgeworth. So deep he wanted to frame him for murder. This leads me to surmise that Edgeworth's dream was not a dream, it was real. As you imagined. Miles Edgeworth threw the pistol to save his father. The pistol fired and the deed was done. No, I don't believe it. Yogi was suspected of murder, and his career as a bailiff was irrevocably wrecked. Thus he sought revenge on Miles Edgeworth. This was his last chance, of course, with the statute of limitations so close. What do you know about Edgeworth's father? He was a defense attorney without peer. It sounds trite, but it's true. Well, he may have had one peer now that I think about it. Your mentor, Mia Fey. My sister? Gregory Edgeworth was very disapproving of Mr. Von Karma's techniques. That's no surprise. Von Karma is an extreme man. Forged testimonies and evidence are nothing to him. The result, he has a perfect win record in court. To beat him, Gregory Edgeworth tried to call attention to his methods. And he lost, and died in despair as it were. I see. When Gregory Edgeworth was killed, the police called on a spirit medium. That was your mother, Misty Fey. I am Gregory Edgeworth. I have been killed. The one who shot me was the bailiff, Yanni Yogi. Yet Yogi was found innocent. That's when my mother left us. Everyone called her a fraud. That's right. Everyone thought she was, you see. Yet now that I think about it, it seems the one who lied was Edgeworth's ghost. Gregory Edgeworth must have known who shot him. I don't believe it. So you're saying he falsified his testimony? That Edgeworth's dad lied to protect his son? It's only a possibility, mind you, but a possibility nonetheless. Oh, so this is the letter. Does seem that Yogi was following his letter when he killed Hamon. But why kill Robert Hamon? Hamon was a skilled defense attorney, but he defended clients not for their sake, but for his own. His own sake. He never trusted his clients, that one. The only one he trusted was his own ability. But he got his client found innocent, so why should it matter? Actually, my dear, it's quite different. He won that innocent verdict for no one but himself. Yogi was a free man, but socially he was ruined. Huh? You'll understand soon enough. Wait! This letter. I've seen this handwriting before, a long time ago. Whose handwriting is this? You have any idea who wrote this? Yanni Yogi? Maybe it was Yogi? Yanni Yogi? You claim he wrote this letter himself, then followed his own instructions. I guess that would be what happened? Perhaps you think Yogi has a split personality? Think that's definitely a possibility. No, I think not. I do not think this Yogi, in any case. There's no way I would recognize his handwriting. Yes, right, I'll ask you again. It must be Karma then. Could it be Manfred von Karma? Von Karma. Why would he have something to do with this? Well, I'm not sure. Huh? Von Karma. Wait, you're right, my boy! This is Von Karma's handwriting, I'm sure of it! I used to see it all the time on court reports. What? But that means the one who told Mr. Yogi to kill was... Correct. Manfred von Karma himself. What does this mean then? Why would Von Karma want to frame Edgeworth? If it truly was Von Karma who wrote this letter, then he would know the truth. He would know that Miles Edgeworth had accidentally killed his own father. He'll say as much tomorrow in court, I should think. He'll press the point until the court finds Miles Edgeworth guilty. No. But how could Von Karma know about Mr. Edgeworth's past like that? Even Mr. Edgeworth thought it was just a nightmare. That I do not know. Yet I do know that Von Karma is both persistent and a perfectionist. He may be seeking to satisfy a grudge against Gregory Edgeworth by hurting his son. What do you mean? It was 15 years ago. Von Karma met Gregory Edgeworth in court, and Von Karma did win. But he didn't make it through the trial unscarred. What happened in the trial between Edgeworth's dad and Von Karma? Von Karma got the guilty verdict he wanted. He won the trial. But Gregory Edgeworth accused Von Karma of faulty evidence. And though he lost the trial, Mr. Edgeworth's accusation stood. Faulty evidence? It was the only penalty Von Karma has ever received in his career as a prosecutor. Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. Vacation? Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and last time he's taken his last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting. Really? He doesn't take vacations? Like go to the sea or the mountains? Don't tell me he's never been to Europe. You have strange ideas about vacations. In any case, that was the only time he took a vacation from work. I believe the penalty upset him quite a lot. How odd. If he wanted to keep a perfect record so badly, why would he take such a long vacation? What do we do, Nick? Von Karma's gonna bring up DL6, you can bet on it. What if Mr. Edgeworth pleads guilty to DL6? I won't let him! Yes, Mr. Wright, I hate to say this, but even an accidental murder is a murder, you know? I know that. I just believe in Edgeworth's innocence. I can't believe he'd kill someone. But Nick, Mr. Edgeworth admits it himself. His father must have lied to protect him from beyond the grave. I don't care! I know he's not guilty. Mr. Wright, if you say so, I suppose I could go check again. The police files might hold something interesting. Mr. Grossberg, thank you. I can't promise anything, in fact. I think the chances of finding something are slim. I understand. There's hardly anyone here. Everyone must be out looking for that old guy, Yogi. Ah, it's you. I don't think Gumshoe will be coming back. He's staying out late looking for someone. Pounding the pavement for real. We should check the records room. I guess Mr. Von Karma is in there now anyway. You can go in there as long as he's there. Just arrived. Alright. Dusty as always. We were only here just yesterday. I'm sure they just haven't had time to clean. What's wrong, Nick? Nothing. I was just noticing that he isn't here. Von Karma. Huh? One of the drawers here is open. Someone must have been looking in it recently. The label says unsolved cases evidence. Unsolved cases. Nick! The file for DL6 is completely empty! What? What are you doing in here? Von Karma? You. How do you know my name? Huh? Have we met? What are you saying? We see each other every day, don't we? We're Miles Edgeworth's defense team. Defense team? I beg your pardon, you see. I hardly remember defense attorneys. They are like bugs to me, needless things to be crushed. I can see how this guy was Edgeworth's mentor. He's fucking ugly. Mr. Edgeworth is your student, right? A romanticist who still can't shred that veneer of amateurism. Just like his father, always second-rate. Mr. Von Karma, you had an axe to grind with Mr. Gregory Edgeworth, didn't you? Me? A grudge with a mere defense attorney? Why? Because he dealt a blow to your otherwise perfect record. Huh. So you did. What I don't get is, Why didn't you take his son under your wing afterward? The son of your most bitter rival. That, my dear attorney, is none of your business. Tomorrow will be the last day of this trial. It's been a while since I've had a defense attorney last this long. Still, you will lose in the end. Miles Edgeworth will admit his own guilt. His guilt of 15 years ago, you mean? You're quite the researcher. If you've done your homework so well, then certainly you must understand. You know what Mr. Miles Edgeworth will tell the court tomorrow. We were right. So he's gonna bring up DL6. Mr. Von Karma, have a look at this. This was you, wasn't it? You instructed Yanni Yogi to commit murder? Yanni Yogi? How many years has it been since I've heard him called by that name? He's a fool. I told him to burn it after he read it. So you admit it? You wrote Mr. Yogi this letter? Yes, my dear defense attorney. Thank you for taking the trouble to bring it to me. You've saved me from a lot of needless hassle. What? Nick, what is this thing? A stun gun for self-defense, usually. Indeed. 600,000 volts will course through your body like a dog touching an electric fence. 600, ah! Oh, don't worry. People don't die from it usually. Now give me the letter. No! No! Whoa, what are you? Nick, run! Ah! You bitch, nigga! What the fuck? Maya, out of my way! Oh, he's got us. The letter's gone, of course. And he took DL6 evidence, all of it. Back to having no clues. Wait, Maya jumped first. Maya, is she okay? Maya! Maya, open your eyes. Maya! The letter, did he take it? Huh? Oh, yeah, are you okay? I couldn't stop him. I jumped as fast as I could. But one shot from that thing knocked me out cold. I'm useless. I'm no good as a lawyer or a medium. I can't even call my sister. Not even now when we need her the most. I wish I hadn't woken up at all. Don't go back to sleep, though. Maya! Damn, there has to be a way I can help her. Better do something about her self-confidence first. Maya, she's holding something. What is that? A bullet. DL6 incident, evidence number 7, taken from the heart of Gregory Edgeworth. I remember. Von Karma was holding this when Maya jumped him. I'll prove it to you, Maya. You're most definitely not useless. I'll prove it to you in court tomorrow. Holy shit. Well, y'all know what time it is. That's the end of the episode, guys. If y'all enjoyed, like, subscribe, leave a comment. I'll read them all. Tap into the next one. We finna get into this shit, bro. We finna get into this shit. Oh my goodness. We gotta prove him wrong. We gotta get him the not guilty verdict, bro. What the fuck? Bye-bye.